One night in times long ago, man woke up and saw himself. Consciousness has developed in him and he saw that he was naked under the dome of space. After those events, the man wandered into the darkness of the starry sky. The next day, the man didn't return home from his trip. When he was found, he was sitting dead by the growing rift. Okay. Alright, so this is a game I can't pronounce. I believe when I downloaded it, it said on the lines of between the brain and the guts. Actually, that's in the bottom left corner. This is the demo version. So we're just gonna get into it. Actually, see the social. Oh. Never mind the social, but I'll link all that below, so. In the guts, the last person avoided suicide. The people began to understand the world around them with their internal organs. They became thoughtless and found a rescue in the mindless consumption. So zombies? Next generations of mutants created structures that are hanging in between the brain and the guts. Okay, the inner world. Why does it sound like the Minecraft villagers? Something has changed. As if I were just a viewer watching my life so far. It sounds exactly like a Minecraft villager. My hand, as I had it, but I cannot move it. Earthquake? What is going on here? Help! What's happening to my world? I don't know, Minecraft villager. My leg. As if I had it, but I cannot move it. Well, that looks nasty. What's going on here? You naked? It must be a dream. I walked through this strange cave. I should wake up soon. Okay. Mass press. What? It's so weird. Building plans? I guess you read it. The graph shows the interior of the building between the brain and the guts. Mutants are born from living tissue inside the building between the brain and the guts, and they also die in repeated cycles. The cycle of decay and revival repeats by itself, thus giving a momentary life. You'll see these building plans, so. Okay. Dead mutant. Oh, same thing. Okay. The building located between the brain and the guts is covered with tissue that has grown throughout the complex. This tissue has two variants, dead and alive. Dead tissue corresponds to the lower levels to which it is closer to the brain. Living tissue is located in the upper part of the guts area. Dead and living tissue changes its position cyclic. It changes position. At times, the dead tissue takes over larger areas of the building. In another, it is living tissue that transforms dead tissue. Okay. All this is very weird and concerning. It's like a mouth. That's nasty. Wait, what? Oh, I can't open that. Big blood knife. You just gave me the option to murk myself? Okay. I don't want to press A. Oh. Press K. That is crazy. Descending to the next level will cause changes on the current floor. Departure has a consequence. Okay, let's not leave yet. Ugh. Left, press E. Press. Finally, someone will fix my TV. What am I supposed to say? The dialogue option has consequences. Oh, I don't have. Okay, I pressed the letter. God, I understand what you're saying. Am I gonna wake up from this nightmare? Why me? What's going on here? No, it's not a dream. You should help me fix the TV. Everything will be fine. Please tell me what kind of place this is. If I help you, will you help me? You mean fix your TV? You better tell me what this place is. Must be nice. Listen, you woke up from something like the Matrix. You are in shock right now, just like in this movie, remember? Unfortunately, this is reality. If you want to know more, connect this TV. Can you see that TV? Currently not working. To repair it, new batteries are required. Okay. TV is powered by jars filled with organic liquids. As you can see, these are already empty. Take the jars that are plugged into the TV and place them with new liquid. You'll find it in the breeding basins. I can sense that there is an undried basin somewhere in this area. Fill the jars and plug them back into the TV. I'm breeding. Well, since you know what to do, good luck. I'll be waiting here. Actually trapped in here. This is so weird. Like to use jars. I guess I gotta go down to the lower level. I was walking through the dark tunnel, meeting extinct mutants on my way. It took long enough for my body to slowly turn to a dried shell, the same as all the surroundings around me. I didn't know where I was going and why. In order not to go crazy, I focused on the sound of my footsteps. I was hoping I wasn't going around. feel weak. I don't know how much time has passed. Oh. I know it's gonna drop me. Mutant with mask. Good morning, how can I help you? It's gross. Oh no, I don't want to die. Help me out of this place. If you need help, you will find it in the guts. They're just one floor below. Why should I go there? I can't read that language. Take that cassette. There is a record that will help you understand our position in the universe. Okay. The booklet that is lying next to you should explain a lot of events that happened recently. There used to be a lot of brochures like this. They are quite a valuable source of information. Now we'll review it. Okay. Rise of the Rift. One night in time long ago, man awoke and saw himself. He saw that he was naked under the dome of space. After those events, the man set off in the darkness of the starry sky. As he faced the impending death, just before the last step, he began to grasp the essence and cosmic importance of the act itself. His creative fantasy created terrible new possibilities beyond the curtain of death, and he suddenly realized that even in it, he could not find any shelter. At that moment, he understood the outline of his cosmic biological situation. He became a defenseless prisoner of the cosmos, held in it to become a victim of nameless possibilities. From that moment on, he was in a state of constant panic. Next day, he did not return home, and when he was found, he was sitting dead by a growing rift. Since then, the rapture has widening its area above the valley, and the feeling of cosmic panic became the culminating phenomenon that appeared in the mind of every human being. That's pretty. So a lot going on. I really make all of it. The rift creation. It seems that a species has been doomed at a time when all effective activities to preserve and prolong life has been halted, and all the individual's attention and energy has focused on arresting or lifting this catastrophic tension within them. In those days, during the great epidemics of madness, the last people hid into the gap. People saved themselves by artificially reducing the content of their consciousness. They called the reduction of consciousness the four anchoring mechanisms and concluded that for the last humans there are four ways out of the terrible position they found themselves in. The first way out, the way out of the consciousness is not to see, not to understand that life is evil and nonsense. If you will forget about the old world licking the drops of honey accumulated in the tear. After all, they lick those drops of honey only for a while. Most of them, after some time, turn their attention to the dragon in the mouth lurking in the darkness. Prototypes of old fear, which cause them attacks of madness and death. The second way out, the way out of Epicureanism, knowing the hopelessness of life, it consists in temporarily enjoying the pleasures it gives, ignoring the dragon or the mice, and licking honey, especially if you have accumulated a lot of it. So I praise joy, because there is nothing better for a man under the sun than to eat, drink, and experience joy, and that this would make him happy in the toil of his life today, which God gives him under the sun. At the wedding, eat your bread and enjoy, drink your wine. Use life with the woman you love all the days of your miserable life, which God has granted you under the sun. All the days of your vanity. Whatever work your hand meets, do according to your strength. For there is no activity or understanding or knowledge or wisdom in Itchio, if I pronounce it right, where you are going. Second exit, the exit of Epicurus. Man, it's a lot to read. Crazy. That is crazy. People of this road built in the rift, the city located in the upper part of the roads in which these people followed, glorifying joy and death and blinding stupidity. Most people the possibility of life in this way. Living outside the city walls brings them more good than bad, morally blunting, allowing them to forget that their situation is a resultant that not everyone can have thousands of places or palaces like their ruler. That for every palace 1,000 people are built in the sweat of their brow, and that this is the case who made Solomon out of me today. Can make me hives slave tomorrow. Blunting the imaginations of these people gives them the opportunity to forget what disturbed Buddha about inevitable diseases, old age, and death, which not today, but tomorrow will wipe out all these joys. This is how most people think and feel. The fact that some of them assert that the dulling of their thoughts and imaginations is a philosophy they call positive does not, in my view, distinguish them in a row from those who, without seeing the question, lick off the honey. And I cannot imitate these people without having their sticks of my imagination. I cannot artificially arouse it in myself, as no living person could take his eyes off of a mouse and the dragon if he only saw them once. Third way out. The way out of ideological juggling, understanding the evil and nonsense of life, still dragging it, knowing in advance that nothing can come out of it. People of this sort, knowing that death is better than life, but lacking the strength to act reasonably, they went to the lower parts of the breach, which had biological effect on them. They no longer resemble humans, but mutants. Mutant people became massive ideological juggling and rationalized their striving for irrationality. Rotating around like myself helped lull my consciousness. Like them, or in fact, just like the portrayal of in their heads, they began to live not with the brain, but with the guts. Then they began to reason with their guts, thanks to which they found rescue and avoided suicide. In this way, people like me saved themselves from terrible contradictions in 4 ways. However, straining their minds, they could not see any other ways than these 4 paths. The next generations of mutants created structures suspended between the brain and the bowels. Most of the mutants living inside these buildings were unable to move on their own. Genetic mutations became more and more severe, which meant that most mutants could not decide about their fate, being stuck between the brain and the guts. They could only vegetate inside buildings built by generations. The buildings is covered with tissue that has grown throughout the complex. This tissue has 2 variants, dead and living tissue. Dead tissue corresponds to the lower levels to which it is closer to the brain. Living tissue is located in the upper part of the vascular area. Living tissue core, the core that cuts across the entire building. Okay, building section. The building is covered with tissue that has grown throughout the complex. The tissue has 2 variants, okay. We'll go to the center of the building, dead and alive. Approximately in the middle of the building, a battle for control takes place. Dead living tissue changes its position. Some periods, the dead tissue takes over larger areas of the building, and the other living tissue transforms dead tissue. Lower part of the building is covered with dead tissue, rarely transformed into living tissue. The interior of the building is covered with dried shell resembling caves. The graph shows the inside of the building between the brain and the guts. The interiors of the buildings are filled with tissue that dies or revives depending on the period. Inside the building, mutants are born from living tissue and they also die when the tissue becomes dead. Cellular decay and nourishment repeats itself, thus giving us a momentary life. The interior of the building is covered with dried shell resembling caves. Graph shows inside the building. Okay. Same stuff from before. More pictures. Dead living tissue, mutants, I guess. Okay, that's it. All right, well, of course, if you didn't want to read that, I add chapters so you can skip that part, unless you want to just follow along. But that was a lot. So we'll keep it moving. Let's see video player. Connect cassette. Turn on video.
żyjący między światami musieli wybierać pomiędzy mózgiem a trzewiami. Niektórzy, mając szansę wyrwać się z układu doczesności, wybierali drogę w dół, docierając do mózgu, jego najciemniejszym granicom. Większość ludzi, lękając się prawdy o ich samych, wracali na główne ścieżki prowadzące ku trzewiom. W duchu epikureizmu, cieple wdechów i wydechów starali się zapomnieć o mózgu, korzystając dalej z rozkoszy, które daje im życie. W trzewiach tych pozostają na zawsze lub kierują się wyżej, ku ustępieniu wyobraźni. W żołądkach jedzą i piją, budują na głowach sześciany, które mają ich odciąć od świata zewnętrznego.
Okay. And this is a demo. We didn't go to the reading area to get the stuff, did we? Man. So wait. Go into the corridor. Choose one of the possible endings. Press E. No, we gotta go to the reading area to get the stuff for the one dude. Oh, we can jump. Okay. I already figured that out. Ah, okay. Guts. Everybody's one of the endings available in the game. I guess so. That looks weird. Okay, can't go that way. Also weird. Why aren't you asleep? I am not from here. I came here because on my floor the gut chambers died. Necrosis, quickly go to sleep. The pits of the consciousness have already taken root in your brain, so you will not be able to return to the inner world. Return to the inner world. Hey, what should I do? Very well. Close your eyes. I'll take care of everything. And out of consciousness. There exit of consciousness about seeing understand evil, nonsense. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll go back to the menu. So yeah, this is the guts and the brain, or the brain and the guts. Very weird. If y'all like this video, like, comment, subscribe if you choose to do so. I will link everything below and according to this game and the developer. Yeah, it's definitely an experience. I feel like I understand. But at the same time, I'm like trying to absorb everything that's going on around me, and it was a lot to take in. But I like this game. And this is only the demo, so if y'all want to see the other avenues and other routes you could take, consciousness or something, I'll link that below for y'all to play, and I will see y'all in the next one.